Hey guys, Timmy D with DroneMappingTools.com, your one source for drones, sensors, and software to accomplish all of your Lidar scans and photogrammetry needs. So in today's video, I'm going to run through and I'm going to show you how to do a strip alignment in Lidar360 using the Inertial Labs XT32 Lidar dataset. And one of the issues is that Inertial Labs has software called PC Master Pro. Very, very good software. But when it outputs the trajectory data, it's using a GPS week and time. And you compare that to, say, like the TopoDrone system, it outputs the trajectory data in a adjusted GPS time. Well, when you bring the trajectory data into Lidar360, it needs to be in adjusted GPS time. Well, they now actually have a conversion tool in Lidar360, but it's leaving off the leading one, which is a bug. So I'm just going to show you how to do this, and I'm going to say thank you to Josh Halleck with Aerologic Solutions over in Atlanta. Josh is my buddy. I talk to him almost every day, and he's the one that bird dogged in on this thing and figured out what was going on. And then, well, that's it. So Josh is the man. Thank you, Josh. And so now I'm going to streamline this for you and show you guys what you need to do. So I already have my point cloud pulled in. The first thing I'm going to do is go to Tools. I'm going to, Pre-Processing. We're going to go to Bore Site. I'm going to open my trajectory file. Now, it's going to say, well, hey, select your workspace. It will always do that. We are going to do this Lidar360 fix. I'm going to say select folder. Now it's saying open up the trajectory file. So now I actually have to go get the trajectory file, and when you're doing the Inertial Labs data, that will always be in the INS folder. So I'm going to double click on that. It's going to be this PPK file. So now I'm going to go down, unhide the first row. These are the names that are built into the file itself. So we're going to ignore the first one. The second one is, this is GPS week. This is in fact GPS time. And we're going to ignore the third one. Then we have longitude, latitude, height, heading is right, pitch, and then roll. Okay. Now I can hide that first row again. Once we use it to match up our headings, then we'll go ahead and hide it. Now, we need to do a conversion. And again, this is where the error is happening, and I'll show you that. But we're going to convert from GPS week time, because this is week time, and we want to convert that to adjusted standard GPS time. Now, it says, hey, select a date. If you don't do this, or you select the wrong date, well, you'll be in the same boat, and you will not be able to do strip alignment. So I'm going to hit select date. This was done on the 18th. Hit OK. Now the last thing is you need to select a coordinate CRS. This was in 16 north, right there. So I'm ready to just hit apply. And there's the trajectory. But again, if you even just look down, you can just look down here and see that this starts with 3.8. So start time 3.843 to 3.843. Let's go up and view this file in GPS time right here. You can see here that any particular point, selected point, it's 1.3843. So it is missing the preceding one. GreenValley International will probably fix this sometime soon. That'll be the simplest thing, because it's just an error in the way it's doing the conversion, and possibly Inertial Labs could tweak their system so that PC Master Pro is outputting the adjusted GPS time. But regardless, if it takes a month and this is fixed, this is November 2023, by the way. So it could be a month and it'll be fixed. It could be 6 months or a year. So you'll have a workaround until it is fixed. So here's what we want to do. One, I'm going to change this to a dark color. I can't ever see the green and the yellows too good. So we're going to say draw a polygon. the first step is I just want to draw a polygon around the whole thing. I'm not wanting to clip any of it. I'm going to say select polygon. Then let me show you something right here. Okay, this is the folder, the Lidar360. There's nothing in there. But watch what happens. Now I did draw polygon, select polygon. Now I'm going to say split trajectory. Now notice it changed colors. It split the trajectory even though no changes were made because I had a box around the entire thing. However, it did export out and create another POS file. And this is the one that we're going to edit. All right, so we're going to go to Excel. All right, now I'm going to do new. We're going to open all files. That's what I wanted. Okay, so now when you import the file, it's delimited. So I'm going to hit next. We're going to do, it's a comma delimited, so put a comma. Hit next. It's important. Change this from general to text. You can do this very same thing in Google Sheets. So all the same functionality. This is very basic functionality. I'm going to hit finish. So I have to do on to convert. Nope, I don't. Let's go ahead and expand that. All right, so see that has 3843 is what it starts with. Now I'm going to insert a row. I'm going to insert. And before we insert, I'm going to go to Format Cells, and I'm going to change this to General. If you don't change it to General, and technically it could be number, but make it general and not text. If you don't, the formula will not work. Okay, so now we're going to call this adjusted GPS time. Okay, now we're going to use the concatenate command. Concatenate, and I'm going to do double quote, 1, double quote, comma. Do not type A2. If you type it in, it doesn't work. I have to select the A2 field, and then I'm going to close parenthesis, and you do not need quotes when you're specifying a cell. So I'll hit enter. Notice now it has the 1 on there, so that's good. So we're going to do Control C to copy the formula. Now I'm going to come all the way to the bottom, to the last row. I'm going to hit Control V to paste. Now, but see, these are nothing but formulas. So now what we want to do, select the column. I'm going to hit Control C. Then I'm going to right mouse click, and I want to do paste special. I want to paste the values only. So paste values. Now the data is the resulting value. It's not a formula. We're going to go to this first column and delete it. It's done. Now what we're going to do is save this out, save as, and I'm just going to say adjusted. GPS. When it's saved, close, close. Now we have 2 files. This one here, that was our edited file. So I can move this over, get it out of the way. Now we're going to delete the trajectory. I'm going to right mouse click on it, say delete. Now we want to go back and do open trajectory. We want to go to our Lidar360 IL fix folder, and not this one, but I want to bring in this one. Okay, and I always unselect the first row, GPS time to adjusted, that's correct, longitude, latitude, height, roll, pitch, heading. I do want to undo, I want to ignore the grid X, Y, and Z. Okay, we're going to ignore that. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Now I'm going to re-hide the first row. There's no conversion necessary. Hit apply. Oh, yep, you always got to have a coordinate system. This was 16 north. There's my recent, NAT 83, 16 north. I'm going to hit apply. Boom, there it is. I don't like yellow, so I'm going to go back to red, hit OK. All right, now, this time, I'm going to go ahead and draw a box, except this time I'm ready to cut my ends off. Okay, so I'm going to go here, here, here. Just like so, coming down. All we're doing is I'm cutting the ends off every one of these. Whoop. I guess I wasn't clicking hard enough. We clearing every one of those? Yep. Clearing that one. All right, double click at the end to finish. Now I'm going to say select by polygon. Last thing is I'm going to say split trajectory. We're going to split the trajectory. Now this gets rid of all the ends, but it does keep this one path coming across. Well, I don't want that one. So let's bring this out a little bit. I always, even though you look at the color, I always uncheck it first to make sure that is the right one, and it is. So now I'm going to right mouse click on it and say delete. So it's now gone. So now our 138, we now are matched up, and now we're ready to do cut point cloud by trajectory. I'm going to say OK. It'll start. It'll take it just a little bit to finish this, and then we will match it up, and then I'll walk you right through, and we'll go ahead and do the strip alignment, and then we'll also go ahead and cut overlap. So look, the fact is the PC Master Pro is very, very, very good. There is almost no need to do a strip alignment. I mean, you could have a rare occasion where maybe something happens and you want to do a strip alignment, or you just want to check it. It's almost unmeasurable the amount that needs to be done. But for me, the purpose and the reason I want to be able to do a strip alignment is because without being able to do the strip alignment and matching the trajectory to your paths, your flight paths, you cannot cut overlap. And there is always a ton of overlap that you don't need. So after we do the strip alignment, then we'll go in and look for overlap, and then we'll cut that, get rid of it, and that'll get rid of the points we don't. We'll keep the ones we do and get rid of the ones we don't need. Do you want to add data to current project? Always yes. Okay. And then we're going to uncheck this. This is the original cloud. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and remove it. Remove. Okay. Now we want to match point clouds and trajectories. So I'm going to hit match. There we go. They're all matched up. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the profile just to see. Matter of fact, we'll make it at point 2. And I'm just going to come across, okay? Now, again, this is very, very good. Now, what you can see, like in part of this, you see this tan is riding above the bluish purple, okay? So it's riding above. Let's go on across. Still overall above. That doesn't mean, now right here, we got a good mixture right there. It's well mixed. Let's get over here. Let's see. I mean, look at that. That right there. I mean, I don't even know. You don't even need strip alignment. That's how good PC Master Pro is. I mean, it's got a good IMU. This is all in the field. And let me see if there's anywhere else. I mean, you get in really high grass. You need to be somewhere where you got a little bit of a flat surface. We've already reached the end there. So look, that's what I'm telling you. You don't even, in most cases, you don't even need a strip alignment. You don't. But without it, you cannot get rid of your overlap, and we're going to do that second. But for the sake of the tutorial, let's say you did need strip alignment, so we're going to do that. So now I go to calibration, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit calculate, and it's going to do it based on the loaded point cloud. So I hit calculate. I just use the default values. Lidar360 has always been very good at calculating the strip alignment, just literally running the default and going with it. Can you manually work with the values and tweak it? Absolutely. But when you've got data this good, which doesn't even need to be aligned in the first place, to be honest, just going with the standard. But look, if you ever have cases where it is off, Lidar360 does an excellent job of doing that strip alignment just with the automated defaults. So we'll let this finish. There's 2 steps in doing the strip alignment. One is applying the calibration to the loaded point cloud, which is like the cached files. Then the second one, so I'm going to hit apply. I mean, look, it's negligible. Apply. Now, after you apply it to those, you can actually check it to see what it looks like, or we can just go ahead. I'm just going to say do it to the selected point clouds and hit apply. Now it is applying it to these files, and it's being on a permanent basis, even though this is the LiData files. This is not your original LAS file. Lidar360 and even other programs like Global Mapper, for all that matters, they are a non-destructive program. They do not make any changes to your original LAS file, which is very important. I mean, you want to bring it in, work with it, and if anything ever goes wrong, you want to know that, well, you can start over, bring it in, and everything will be good. So after this finishes, I'll just take another quick look across there and see that everything looks good. All right, we're going to go back to the profile tool. I'll leave it at, let's go back to 20. That's a depth of 20 centimeters. So from front to back or bottom to top, as you're looking across here, that's 20 centimeters. But I mean, that's peanut butter and jelly all day long, mixed up peanut butter and jelly. So, all right, we're good. Now, again, the main thing that I want to be able to do with this, I want to be able to cut overlap. So let's go back to, let's look at this by classification. All right, this is just all unclassified. We're going to do cut overlap. We want to classify first. So the first thing you have to do is classify the overlap. And again, you can change density. So if you need to, for whatever reason, achieve specific densities after the overlap is done, you can edit it. I just run with the default values, and it does a very good job. We're going to get rid of the points we need to get rid of, keep the ones we need to keep, and have good data to work with after that. And so, man, you can process your data so much faster when you just get rid of those, what is truly duplicate points from different points of view, different angles. Get rid of them, keep the ones we need, and process all your data, clean it, analyze it, do all the stuff you need to do in LiDAR. So look, while this is going, we do we offer DJI, we offer Wispr for those if you need an American drone, we offer the Wispr drone. Everything you need to do LiDAR and photogrammetry, from the drone to the sensor to the software, we have it at dronemappingtools.com. All right, so now we're going to go back and we're going to say cut overlap, and this time instead of classify, I'm going to choose delete. Okay, so I'm going to choose delete. I hit OK, and what it'll do is the ones that it had marked as duplicate points or overlapping points, those will now be marked for deletion. But I'm going to show you, man, it's a lot. It is a lot. You have a lot of overlapping points. And again, the main benefit is not to fix your strip alignment, because PC Master Pro already does an excellent job of that. But you can come in here and do this. So this is just about done. And my laptop fan is blowing 90 to nothing in the background, so I apologize if it's a little noisy. I got a laptop now. I just do everything on the laptop. Add it, yes. Now we're going to get rid of all these. All right, now let's go back to classification. Here we go. Ta-da. Okay. Now there is all of your, these are all just considered overlap points. There's a bunch of them too. So there's all of our overlapping points. There's our non-overlapping points. All right. And then, and let's do cut overlap. Again, you don't have to look at it. I just simply wanted to show you the amount of overlapping points that's in this file. It is a massive amount of points, so you greatly enhance the efficiency of working with your point cloud by getting rid of the points you do not need. And I'm sure, you know, somebody could make an argument, or they might disagree that getting rid of overlapping points is a bad thing, but it has been part of my workflow since day one. And so I learned that from the late Maxim from TopoDrone, and that was part of his workflow, and he was very knowledgeable in the LiDAR surveying, and I trusted his judgment on that. All right, so now it's going to say, do you want to add it? Yes. And then, so here's where, again, I can kind of go back and turn all these off and actually just remove them from this if I wanted to. And let's change this from point cloud, classification to height. So here's our final point cloud. We can go through. Now this is a 10 centimeter slice. Earlier I had a 20 centimeter slice. But I mean, it's nice clean point cloud. We just need to go in and classify ground, clean it up, remove outliers, do some analysis on it for accuracy and all that good stuff, and man, it's going to be ready to roll. I hope this has been helpful. No, this was actually part of the complete LiDAR tutorial that I'm in the process of editing. So that'll be coming out, I hate to even say, I want to say 3 or 4 days, but the only thing I have left to do is do the editing of it. So it's going to be very, very soon. But this was actually part of that. And when my buddy Josh found what was going on with doing the strip alignment, that's kind of been an ongoing issue, then I, with excitement, wanted to share that because that's very nice. So anyway, all right guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.